Israeli Defense Forces took control of the Gaza side. To discuss matters further, I'm joined by our BBC Arabic reporter Saeed Shehata. Saeed, lovely to have you here in the studio. Let's start off with those Houthi attacks. What more do we know about what took place?
According to the U.S. Central Command and the British Defense Ministry, the strikes targeted 13 targets in 3 different locations in Sana'a, the capital, and Al-Hudaydah. It's on the Red Sea. The British and the American statement saying that these facilities, military facilities, housed drones and surface-to-air weapons, which are used to attack, the ships in the Red Sea. This shows how the Houthi is still causing a threat to the shipment in the Red Sea. On Tuesday, just 3 plastic missiles from the Houthis struck a Greek-owned ship, merchant ship going through the Red Sea, which shows how the threat it is. This route, it's responsible about 15% of the global seaborne global trade, and there is expectation from or forecast from economists and people expert in the area saying this might affect the prices, because many major companies, shipping companies and oil companies, change the route to go around the southern Africa, which is longer, and this costs a lot of money. Still, the price is not coming through, but it might take some months to affect. And this shows how the American and the British insisting to weaken the Houthi threat because it's affecting the prices and the stability of the global economy. And this shows also the Houthi still not done yet. But their strikes is less than before, but it still is causing fear among the shipment companies and the oil companies to use the Red Sea.
Okay, there's a bit of a slogan going around at the moment, isn't it? All eyes on Rafah. We've certainly got an article of this on the BBC News website. But when it comes to Rafah, there is talk that crossing could be opened. What more can you tell us about that?
There were agreement in principle between Egypt and Israel to reopen the crossing, because the Americans seeing its pressure on the humanitarian situation inside Gaza. They talk about international body to be responsible of the crossing from the Gaza side. There is talks about Israel redeploys their forces away from the crossing because it's caused tension, and a few days ago there is one Egyptian soldier who was killed because of tension between clashes between Israeli and Egyptian forces. And in addition to that, they might use the UN representatives as well as Palestinians who are not linked to Hamas to be temporarily responsible until they find the international body to guard this crossing. Because in the last 2 days, the UNRWA said more than 32,000 people fled from the east and central Rafah because the strikes of the Israeli airstrikes are going on the east and central of Rafah, and more than 100,000 people fled from there. And even the dire situation there made some people to, in one of the reports, tighten their clothes, to go to retailers their clothes because they lost weight, because there is no enough food, and more people dying from that. So the reopening or the agreement or reopening the crossing, it will ease the pressure on humanitarian situation in Gaza.
Saeed Shehata, thank you very much indeed for that. Thank you.